What's up, Pisces? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. Glad to have you here. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, glad to have you back. And yeah, so just gonna make it real short and sweet. I'm sorry I haven't posted in like 2 months. You know, with everything going on, it's a little bit hectic. Also, as you notice, not in my living room anymore. I'm currently in my bedroom. Got a nice desk set up here, and we are fancy and ready to go. We're just gonna jump right into it. Anything you could possibly need to know about this reading is down below in the description. And yeah. I already pre-shuffled a little bit, so I only do 3 on camera. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And love, please, Spirit. And I shuffle. So what's up, guys? How's everything going? How's the coronavirus going? Everyone staying safe and healthy, I hope. Social distancing, all that cool, fun stuff. All right, who the fuck ain't you walking away from, Pisces? Sorry to jump right into it like that, but... Like you're not walking. All right, clarifies 8 of Cups. Oh, there we go. All right, I need another clarifier with that. That don't make sense. Clarify 8 of Cups in reverse with the Chariot, please, Spirit. King of Cups, please, Spirit. Single jumper that reveals itself. Okay. Okay, when they fly out, I need them to flip, please, Spirit. Get one. I don't know, I'm gonna take it back just because it landed in my lap and I saw it, but then when it landed upside down. Okay, there we go. Notification. Clarify the Emperor in reverse, please. Yet two. Now they're coming out nice and smooth. It flew out, but the way it flew, come on. I feel like it landed wrong. Clarifies 4 of Wands, please, Spirit, with flippers, please, Spirit. Clarifies 4 of Wands. Come on, man. Clarifies 4 of Wands, please, Spirit. There we go. Clarifies 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Go. 6 of Cups in reverse. Go. Hermit in reverse. Okay, there we go. Like I said, they're coming out nice and quick. It's what I like to see. Wow. 3.5 minutes. I'm already basically done. God, last reading I did took freaking 6 minutes for the intro. Clarifies Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, please, Spirit. There we go. Oh, no, stop it. Oh, God. That was in the reverse. And this was upright? Okay. Okay, glad I saw that. Whew. Clarifies 9 of Swords. Clarifies 9 of Swords for advice, please, Spirit. Okay. 9 of Swords, clarify with 9 of Swords in the reverse. Anything else with that? Oh, God. Okay. All right. I think we have enough to start. Let me just organize my table a little bit. There's a lot of freaking cards. Water, you go there. All right. So, note, the bottom of the deck, as you guys know, is the undertone of the read, what the read's about, right? You have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So as I was shuffling, what kept happening, it kept getting hit by cards and sliding over and revealed the Queen of Cups underneath it. So with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, that's basically talking about like no longer stepping in a certain direction, because Knight of Pentacles to me is somebody who takes very calculated, slow steps towards a goal. And when it's in the reverse, it's like you're no longer taking steps in that direction, or you're no longer stepping at all, right? Queen of Cups is the nurturing mother who takes care of everybody. So it's kind of like, it could be like you're not taking steps anymore because you were tired of taking care of somebody, or tired of having to take care of them, or it's just like, no, like I need to worry about taking care of myself right now. So I'm going to stop stepping in that direction, right? So in your current position, you have the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, which talks about not walking away from something. And that's why I said before, who are you not walking away from? But so it's clarified with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups, which the Nine of Cups is the card of like contentment and being very satisfied where you are. So it's like you're not walking away from somebody, you are moving forward, and it's like you're moving towards, you're not walking away from somebody, and not walking away from somebody is basically moving you towards just being satisfied, right? Not like, oh, so I want to assume this is somebody from the past, or somebody you've been dealing with for a while, just because A, you're not walking away, B, I don't know, something just nudges me that could be like a past person. But either way, you're not walking away, and it's like, oh, it's going, and I'm going with it because it can, it's enough. It's good enough, right? It's not great. It's not my complete 10 of Cups emotional fulfillment. It's 8 of Cups. So, and it'll lead to my 9 of Cups. So it's just enough. It's satisfactory. It's the best way to put it now that I think about it. So it's like you're currently satisfied, or just realize that like if I stick with this and don't walk away, it'll leave me satisfied. Okay, so that could be what the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is. It's like you're not walking away. You're not taking steps away. It could be you're still taking care of this person, or they take care of you, and that is satisfactory enough for you. So your challenge here is you have the King of Cups in the reverse, which talks about being very emotionally unbalanced. And God, my contacts are fucking up right now. Talks about being very emotionally unbalanced, kind of all over the place. I do just want to leave a little side note with this deck. When the King of Cups comes out, I like to point out it could talk about alcoholism or a lot of drinking. So if that's any of you, just as a little side note. But so it's like your challenge is that you're very emotionally unstable right now, and it could be, I'm going to clarify it again just because now I'm a little confused. You have the Two of Wands in the reverse, and it's like that could talk about not knowing where to go, and that's exactly this. 7 of Cups comes out, not knowing where to go, not knowing what you want. I personally think this is kind of like I'm emotionally unbalanced or my emotions are thrown off because I don't know exactly what it is I want, but I'm staying where I am because it's good enough, right? I don't know if I exactly want this or if I want something new, but it's good enough type deal. That's just the whole vibe I get from this. Now, in your near past, you have the 5 of Wands with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, okay? 5 of Wands talks about conflict. 8 of Wands in the reverse could talk about no communication or just a change in direction, right? So with the conflict, I feel like you are having issues with the person. Maybe you cut off communication and you were gonna move in a new direction, and you chose like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna walk away from them. It's good enough. And that's also why I feel like this could be someone from your past, because like in the past there was conflict and then no communication. Now it's like, okay, well, I'm not moving on from it because it's good enough. And I can't stress that enough. It's good enough. And like that's not good, right? If you're settling. If you're not settling, then that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be settling. If you're settling, it's not the best thing in the world. I don't know how else to word it. You guys know. Now your goal here, you have strength with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength is like your goal is basically, I'm trying to be strong with the situation that's not exactly what I want, or like with missing an opportunity. So the Ace of Pentacles could be missing an opportunity. It could just be something that's draining you, or it's just not like exactly what you want. that goes along with settling again. Because the Ace of Pentacles would be like a super awesome new offer, and you're like, wow, that's fucking amazing. In the reverse, it's like missing an opportunity or like just an offer not coming through. And it's like, I'm just trying to be strong here with what I got because, maybe I missed an opportunity in the past. That's a little tough. Give me another one for that, Spirit. No, okay. Before I do that, if I do that, your driving factors in this towards your goal is the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Wands. So it's like releasing yourself from pain or disappointment, possible betrayal, and starting something new. So it's like, I'm being strong because, I was hurt in the past, but, I'm still ready to go, still ready to start this and keep it going and, work on it. And it's a page, so pages are a little naive. So it could be like, oh, I'm ready to do this, even though like it's not the best idea. I'm still ready to do it, even though it's not the Ace of Pentacles upright that I want. I'm just going to be strong and push through and hope it turns into what I want. I don't even need to clarify. That makes sense to me. Anyway, hey, however it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it, right? But so now in your near future, and acknowledge near future in the outcome card, these are predictions. These can change. So your near future, you have the Emperor in the reverse, clarified with the Sun in the reverse, clarified with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So it's like kind of dropping control a little bit, right? So the Emperor talks about control, talks about authoritative figures, talks about somebody in charge. In the reverse, it's like kind of just letting it go, and it's like, I don't need to be in charge of this, I'll just go with the flow, whatever. Like, I don't need to be in it. I don't need to direct this. I don't need to be in charge and tell everyone what to do. And with the Sun in the reverse, it's like, God, I got this so perfectly in my head when it first came out. It's like dropping control of an unhappy situation and trying to like release yourself from feeling imprisoned to it. Because you have the Eight of Swords here, which is like a self-imposed prison, and you have the Sun in the reverse, which is like being very unhappy. So it's like you're trying to release yourself and release control of the situation, I feel, because maybe you've been trying to control it and that's what's been making you so unhappy. Maybe that's part of why your emotions are all over the place, because you don't know which way you want to go. But you're like, okay, I'm going to stay here, but I'm just going to try and, make the best of it. Now, again, like I said, this can change. So based on your situation, free will comes in. You can change this outcome, or the near future, or both. Now, your internal influence, and I'm just going to say, I'm already now getting a little confused. Okay, I was when I was originally like throwing the cards down, like it was making a lot of sense. Now it's still the same vibe. It's like I'm settling, and I'm kind of just, I don't want to rock the boat, so I'm just kind of, release myself from the shittiness of it and just try and make it work and try and, deal with it. And again, settle. That's the big thing I'm getting here, is you're settling. So your internal influence, you have the Four of Wands with the Magician. It's like, that's basically, I have all the tools and knowledge to do and manifest whatever it is I want, and I'm going to work on that. Four of Wands talks about building your stability, building your happiness. It's known as the 1111 card. And the Magician is having all the tools and the knowledge to do whatever you want. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to try and make this situation as stable as possible and manifest it into what it is I want. Sorry, I'm lowering my seat. And personally, I think you're settling and you're trying to turn a duck into a goose. That's how this is coming across to me. It's like, I would love to marry a goose. God, that would be the best thing in the world. And I have this duck, and it's not bad. They're basically the same thing. It's a little bit smaller. It's a different breed, but it's good enough. And it's like you're trying to like make it work. That's how it feels to me. And then your external influence, which could be the person you're dealing with. And another reason why I think this could be somebody from your past, or it's just the energy around you. But here I think it's the person you're dealing with. It's the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, coming out of the cold, okay? Like coming back into frame with someone. Clarified with the Star in the reverse. So I feel like whatever this is, whether it's the energy around you, the energy you're putting out, or the person you're dealing with, it's like you're coming back out of the cold from this person, even though you don't really have the high hopes of it working out. The Star in the reverse to me is like a card of hopelessness and feeling like things won't work. Five of Pentacles in the reverse to me is the card of coming out of the cold and coming back together with somebody. So if this is the person that we're talking about here, they're coming back together, but they don't really have much faith that it can work either. Like you're not walking away because you think, okay, you know, I'll make it work, whatever, it's good enough. And like they're like, okay, well, I'll come back. I don't really think this is gonna work, but okay, like one of those. And I just realized one person I know that this reading makes a lot of sense for. But now your hope, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, clarified with the King of Pentacles, which talks about you're hoping to work on your own self-love and to work on your own happiness. And we already got stability here, but it's like Ace of Cups in the reverse is working on self-love, working on loving yourself. The King of Pentacles is somebody, I refer to him as the arrogant douche, but like it doesn't have to be arrogant douche. It's just somebody who like is like so like money oriented. I'm only worried about that and like building my empire. Like you see his face to me just screams like douchebag. Like I have everything I want. Fuck you. Like that's oh man. I can, oh no, there we go. Sorry, my monitor fucked up. So it's like your hope is to really just work on building yourself back up. However that applies to you, whether it's finances, just self-love. Ace of Cups in reverse talks about self-love and building that up, and the King of Pentacles talks about building your empire and building up your like financial goals. Your fear here, you have the Hermit in the reverse, followed by the 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Wands, which actually is really funny to me now, just with the whole settling thing, because with you thinking, okay, I can make this work, and like the person you're dealing with thinking like, oh, like I don't think this is gonna work, and you're like, oh, well, I'll settle for it. You're fearing that like coming back together with this person, coming out of hermit mode with this person is gonna just burden the shit out of you. It's just gonna add weight to your back, right? Hermit is when you're all isolated, you're by yourself, you're away from them. Hermit in the reverse is coming back into frame, kind of like the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. And with the 10 of Wands, it's like coming back in a frame and just carrying a load. And it's like, dude, like I feared starting this back up and it just being a shit ton of work for me and not being happy and being a pain in my ass, right? So now your outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. To me, says you're repeating a cycle. It's clarified with the Lovers. So that cycle would be getting together with this person, basically. So, like I said, near future and outcome can change, but that's on you free will wise. Personally, I think you are repeating a cycle and you are just settling, even though you know you will not be happy here. And your advice, you had the 9 of Swords, and when I was like, what? Like, how is that advice? It was clarified with the 9 of Swords in the reverse. So it's basically telling me the message to take away from this is you need to release this anxiety and depression about what's going on. I also clarified it with the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about you need to reprioritize and really figure out what the fuck you want, okay? Because the direction you're going now, you're settling for somebody that's not going to make you happy, or you're settling. Yeah, somebody is not going to make you happy. You're settling that like somebody who's like just good enough, and it's like, dude, you need to really weigh out your options and figure out what like really fucking makes you happy. You need to reprioritize that. And you need to release the stress and anxiety and the tension that's built up with it, okay? So, all right. With that, we're going to do some Oracle cards. I already shuffled these. I don't know why I'm shuffling like this again. Anyway. We're not going to talk about how that was a horrible shuffle, because that one was good. All right, Spirit. We have anything for our Pisces? Okay, not the whole fucking deck, please. Single jumper that reveals itself, please, Spirit. Messages from my Pisces people, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, flip the deck. Come on, Spirit, you got anything? Go. Oh, you got contract. I have a feeling this is a karmic tie you have with somebody, and you guys have a karmic contract, and that's why you keep repeating this cycle. Because, oh, they're just good enough. But just realize, just good enough isn't just good enough for long. And I don't mean it gets better. I mean it usually gets worse. Anything else? Is this all we got? All right. try the other deck. Actually, yeah. Clear it out. Anything from Pisces people, please, Spirit. Come on, Spirit, come on. No? Single jumper that reveals itself, please. There we go. Authority. Hope. Anything else? Jesus. All right, there we go. We're gonna give you got 4 from here. So we're gonna start with that contract card. Contract. Where are you at? 18. Way too much. All right, contract. This card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a new home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection is, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. So with these oracle cards, I let you guys connect them how you want, unless there's a very obvious message that goes along with it that I can just say. Personally, I think this is a karmic connection that you have. You have a karmic contract with this person to learn a lesson, and that's why you keep repeating the cycle. Or people like this, you keep repeating the cycle until you learn the lesson. That is my personal opinion on that. But it could also be talking about, oh, you're getting back with somebody that like, oh, you know, maybe we'll get married, and it's just because it's somebody that you have history with. And I don't know. Okay, so let's see these other cards. We have hope, where 59. Hope. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspiration, success, and finally, enlightenment. When this card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The hope card, the hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are, is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability of intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons for those around you. Will also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very minute, will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach the stars. My only opinion on this is don't settle because you think that's all you can get, and be hopeful that you can get better. Personal opinion. But, all right, we have Triumph, 39. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly, and steer carefully towards your highest aim or destination. Like I said with the other one, don't settle. Aim for what exactly you want. Just saying. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others as well as use the inner resources that are within you. So next we got authority. Respect my authority. Authority. This card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included are good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded, and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could also be someone of high influence in your business or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Similar? Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace rather than one of foolishness, belligerence, greed, or self-centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield power and authority is now being tested. And your last one is Bait Chakra 153. Known as the base or root chakra, this energy center is situated at the base of your spine and is most closely related to all of your earthly issues such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, practicing yoga can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help keep the energy flowing and harmonious. Honoring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being on the inside. It works both ways. And that is factual, because when I don't work out, I feel like shit. And I didn't work out for those 2 months that I wasn't recording, and I felt like shit. And I'm feeling better now because I'm starting. Anyway, so Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense. If it didn't, do not try and force it, okay? It's not everybody's message. If it did, awesome. Leave me a thumbs up if you want, and let me know down in the comments what you thought. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video. Deuces.